Friday morning at about 11 a.m. We left Morgan's Bluff this morning shortly after the crack of dawn. We listened to the weather and decided to give it a go. Everyone else seems to have made that decision. There's lots of boats heading north and south and east and all over the place. We are almost at the north terminus of the tongue of the ocean, and as we get closer to its northern side and close to the berries, we're seeing tons of sport fishermen doing the troll up and down the depths of the tongue of the ocean, its northern edge. So we've got our fishing lines out. Hopefully we'll get lucky again. I don't know if this will come out, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sport fishermen. And some sailboat friends passing by. We've got our auto helm 1000, old school auto helm that came with the boat, working, which is great. And the wind's been up and down. This morning we've sailed. The wind started out southeast pretty heavy and then died and shifted west. Came up and died back down, and so we've kind of got maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 knots out of the west. So right now we're just motoring. There's supposed to be more breeze towards Florida, so hopefully that'll fill in and we'll get in the Gulf Stream and take the elevator right up. Alright, time to do some navigating through the sport fishermen. Strong wake coming.
Hello, right now I'm on watch from 2 to 5 o'clock. Still really calm, so just motoring about 4.5 knots. A couple of fishing boats off on the horizon. Because we're on a kind of well-trafficked point, we've been getting a lot of boats coming by closer to us, and during Grant's last watch I caught a big mutton snapper, and Grant filleted that during his watch, and we're gonna have that for supper. Not sure how we'll prepare it yet. I'm just really glad that we have this nice weather window to get back to the States. It's really relaxing.
It's about 6:30. I'm on the 5 to 8 watch Friday night. Still no real breeze to speak of, so we're just motoring along. We're a little over halfway across the Bahama Banks. Been doing math and calculations as to where we're going to end up, what the forecasts are like, how much fuel we have, and that type of thing. So we've decided to go farther than Lake Worth, but we're not sure. Well, we don't want to go any farther than that just to be safe on fuel, because the forecast is not for any wind, really. It's fine, makes a comfortable ride, and yeah, just motor along. So we're shooting for Fort Pierce, be into the Gulf Stream sometime mid-morning, midnight, early morning, 2, 3 a.m. But so far it's pretty nice. Haven't seen much traffic for a while.
Hello, so right now I'm on watch. It's almost the 11 o'clock watch change, and we're just about to get off the banks into the Atlantic. Stop motoring. The breeze had picked up and it was making it hard for the auto home to go, so let the sails out. We're not getting as much speed, but you know, we're going at a better angle, better course. Starting to get some chatter on the radio, seeing some ships on the horizon. Might be a busy night in the Gulf Stream.
So it's closing in 1:30 a.m. We're coming off. We're off the Bahama Bank, and we're south of Great Africa, and we are in a whole mess of cruise ships. Our AIS is counting like 8, 9, 10 cruise ships. So, other than that, it's been pretty uneventful. We've been sailing since Amelia's last watch, doing a little over 4 knots. It's alright. Got the Navec going again, and we're just rolling along. So, it's a nice night.
Hello, on my 2 to 5 watch, trying to stay awake, listen to some music. Doing a little dancing to kind of like stay moving and alert. Few boats out on the horizon tonight. Mostly look like cruise ships, which are pretty bright. Let's see, the wind has been pretty steady, and we've been sailing, which we were not expecting. So this is good, saving fuel. But it's also giving us some rougher seas, and we've been rolling around a lot tonight. But I only have like 40 minutes and then I get to go to bed, and Grant will be on watch, so looking forward to the countdown.
It's Saturday morning at about 7, it's a little after 7 o'clock. The sun just came up. Not much traffic around now. We are entering into the Straits of Florida and beginning to see a little bit of Gulf Stream picking up our pace. The wind's gone south, so we're getting a southeast-south mixed swell, which is not so fun at the moment, but hopefully it'll calm down in a little while. So, yeah, hopefully we will be in Florida this evening. Sleep.
Hello, right now I'm on watch from 8, 9, 10 up to 11. Woke up after good 3 hours rest, and I'm feeling pretty good. Still sailing, good wind going probably 5.5, 6 knots average. Haven't seen any traffic out here except for one sport fishing boat. And we're on a good course, which is good because we're kind of going downwind, and if it was any more downwind, the steering and the roll would be more unmanageable, and the Navec steering wouldn't like it. So it's really great that we have enough breeze for the Navec to do its thing. Pretty much the whole trip just been kind of sitting here monitoring things. Kind of our cockpit, we have the paper charts here. We have a headlamp for at night, lanyards, handheld GPS. This has books on tape. This has music. Got the binoculars out, and then the Navec, which is back there, and auto home when we need it.
So here we are. there. It's the 11 to 2 on Saturday. Got lots of sailboats out on the horizon. This guy just crossed our path. Another guy is going to cross our stern about a mile behind. Some boats over there, a freighter. You can just see its superstructure over the horizon. We're just cruising along. Amelia got the weather forecast and we did some plotting and some math. And we're gonna go for St. Augustine sometime tomorrow night. So we should have good breeze, either staying this strength or getting lighter. We're in the Gulf Stream now. We're making a steady 6-7 knots. Well, we've been in the Gulf Stream for a while, in the depths of it. Just kind of moving along. So now we just gotta be patient and plug down the miles. And pretty soon we'll be in St. Augustine. Get to see some friends, go out to dinner, check into the States. Should be a good arrival.
Okay, it's 3:30. I'm on watch. Conditions have not changed for quite a while. I've jibed us because we were kind of heading really far west, and we want to stay more north where the Gulf Stream is giving us our speed. Right now we're probably going 7 or 8 knots, which is really, really good for us. We decided, as you probably know, to go to St. Augustine. It's more ambitious, but it's a nice city. We have some friends there. It's a good entrance to come into any time of the day. And also, we're skipping some parts that we didn't really enjoy through Florida. A lot of bridges, and I mean, the Indian River is one part that we're sailing by, and that was enjoyable. But like Jupiter Inlet and some other places, I'm happy to skip that and just kind of have more time to spend in the places where we really want to be. So, you know, just kind of sitting out my watch, and then we're probably gonna have some canned soup for dinner.
So, we've had a hell of a last 24 hours. We were in the Gulf Stream heading north. We'd had beautiful weather since we left Andros. Forecast was for continued beautiful weather, so we decided to stay in the Gulf Stream and head for St. Augustine and further 24 hours. And about 5 o'clock in the evening, the slight chance of thunderstorms that was forecasted turned out to be a definite heavy thunderstorms and squalls. So we had a big squall come down on us and to the south, and a big one come across to the north. We decided that you don't know what a rolly boat is, pal. So we decided at that point to head to Fort Pierce, bail out, and get rid, because these thunderstorms come through with obviously lightning, which sucks, but also up to 50-knot winds, which the first one that came through gave us 30 gusting to 40, which was rather unpleasant. So we started heading over, and the engine, for the first time ever, had problems. It was overheating, and we were leaking raw water into the bilge. So both those things are not very good. So we decided, given we were both pretty tired to begin with and we were about to get more exhausted going through these squalls and the danger of the squalls and being stuck in the stream and not having an engine to get anywhere, we decided the smart thing to do was to bail out. So we had Towboat US came out, and we had a 5-hour tow in pretty nasty, rough conditions all the way back, and arrived here in Fort Pierce at about 4 a.m. this morning. So, needless to say, we were pretty exhausted, pretty beat up, cuts and bruises, broke a few pieces of gear out there, but Main thing is we're back here safe and sound. So now we're at the dock, which, as you may have figured out, we're not too big of fans of marinas. So although we're very happy to be here and we're cleared in with customs and it's calm and relaxed, we want to get things repaired so that we can get moving, get back on anchor. So took the floor up and we've found our raw water leak, which is in the exhaust, which I'm not too thrilled about because that means there's still a raw water problem with the engine overheating. So we'll replace the intake hose and we will fix the exhaust hose and diagnose from there on. That's all we can do. But at least we're here and we're safe. And the boat's safe. That's what matters.